Okay, I'm in my 2008 Ford Escape and it's having problems with the ignition. The key, I have to jiggle the key and press it really hard to start. So that problem is getting worse and worse, and I'm no mechanic, but I did a lot of research and I figured out that it's the ignition lock module, they call it, and this is the new piece right here. So I found a video on how to do it, how to replace that piece, but it involved taking the steering wheel and the airbag off, and I don't have the means to do that, so I'm going to try to do it without taking the steering wheel off. So okay, so first of all, I disconnected the positive battery cable. That was just a screw that I had to loosen, and I pushed it aside carefully, and then I put the rubber underneath the cable so it wouldn't touch the battery pole. And then I let the car sit for like 20 minutes to make sure there was no charge, I guess, in the car. Okay, so then I took off, I think you can see them down there, I took off all the panels, the steering column panels and the knee panel that normally goes right here. Okay, so I took all that off, and those just pop off. They're just a little screwdriver, and you get under the hook and they come off really easily. So anyway, that's exposed the whole steering column here. Okay, so then I learned that this bolt right here had no groove in it, no slot for a screwdriver, so I had to use a Dremel and make that slot. It was a little scary at first, but I had covered all this. I used a towel and covered all this so none of the shavings would go on my parts in here. And okay, so here's what I used. Is this rotary tool. I used it on high, and this is this cutting wheel here is a reinforced fiberglass. I think it was 1.5 inches. This is 1.5 inches or something, but it is a reinforced fiberglass cutting wheel. So I put that in, and I just steadied my hands on the dashboard and made that cut, and it worked out beautifully. I was able to take that off. Okay, so then there's let's see, there's a bolt here. Let's see, okay, here, and there's one over here. Let's see, where is it here? It's right here. So that was a little tough to get to, but I was able to get to that. And then there's one underneath to take, let's see, well, it's underneath. It would be this area right here underneath. Okay. So the problem, okay, oh, also, okay, I used my little screwdriver like this, right here, to loosen these little tabs right here, this little tab here, and gently loosen that, and this whole thing just pops right off for you. It just, and that dangles, and that's fine. I actually brought it over and let it dangle on this side. Okay, now over here.